Hey you beautiful people, I'm back again with a new look and it's pretty exciting, and if you're in love with red, so am I. This look is just for you. So let's begin without wasting time. The first product that I've used is the foundation, and this is by Maybelline and this is called Age Rewind. And the second product I've used is a concealer on my face, and I did pat my face with Givenchy Sweet Caramel. The first palette that I have used today for the look is Morphe 25B, and this is the shade that it looks like. No name, so it's difficult for me to describe the shades, but it's a bit of a reddish brown. And using a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going over the crease line, on the crease line and on my lids, and leaving the inner corner of my eyes and more concentrating towards the outer crease line, as you can see. So basically I'm just adding more and more product to the outer crease line of mine and giving it more of a depth, as you can see, and in circular motions always. And the next palette that I have used is by NYX, and this is called NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and this is ombre. Yeah, it says brights and ombres, and the shade that I have used from this palette is the bright red that you can see, and this goes right in the center of the eyelid, as you can see, with a blending brush. I have used a fluffy blending brush here too, and this goes right in the center and leaving the edges, leaving the outer corner and the inner corner, and concentrating more in the middle. And then the next palette that I have used is Balm Volume 2, and the shade Fabulous. I love the shade, and this goes right in the inner, right on the inner corner, as you can see. And I have just used a normal brush that I've had, and I'm just packing in more of the red shadow, as intense I want it to be. It depends upon you actually, how intense you want the red shade to look on your eyes. I wanted it really more dark, and so that's the reason I kept adding more of the red on the center. And there you go, should look like this, pretty neat and pretty dolly. And then the next shade that I'm using is from the same palette, Balm Volume 2, and this is the shade called Friendly, and this is a very purplish brown shade, and this goes right on the outer corner, as you can see, and then going on the crease line too. And I have used a very small blending brush just to keep the crease, just to have a little bit of I just wanted the black, the brownish black, or the purplish black to look more crisp, and that's the reason I wanted to use a small blending brush for this shade specifically. So in circular motion, I'm more concentrating on the outer corner and then going on the crease line, as you can see. And basically I'm not diffusing it too much like how I always do it. It's just there, and it's pretty intense, it's pretty tight, this look is. And then I'm packing in more of the red in the center, and just like this. And as I have mentioned it before, it's up to you how dark and how intense you want the red shade to look. And yeah, this is how it should look like. And then I'm going to intensify more the outer corner with the same shade called Friendly, and this goes just like this, using a thin blending brush, a small blending brush, and in circular motions. Next I'm using this this pencil by H&M, and this goes right on the brows, on the brow bone. And as you can see, I'm just drawing a line under the eyebrows, just on the brow bone. And then I'm using a brush to diffuse it, a small thin brush to diffuse it, and basically look more subtle, as my eyes are going to be bright and really dark, so the brow bone goes pretty light. Okay, and then I'm using the same shade on the lower lashes, just like this. from the NYX palette, and this goes just like this, as you can see. And then I'm using the same shade Friendly from Balm 2 palette, and this goes actually near the lashes, just close, or I could say over the lower lashes, just like this, just to bring out the shades and the color, and basically completing the entire eye look. And this is really gorgeous, and this is a really nice look. I was never a fan of red before, but now after this I'm like, oh wow, I should try more of reds during winter. And since Christmas is just around the corner, this is like a perfect look. So yeah. And then oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you're using any dark shades, please pack in some of your translucent powder on the something is wrong with me under the eyes, so that to avoid any fallouts from the dark shade. And next I'm using is this big fat pencil by NYX, and this is white, and this is too big, but it's a nice pencil. And basically I'm just trying to remove the excess of the white that has gone over the lower lashes. And as you can see, I'm trying to make it more neat and more precise. So yeah, it should look something like this. It's a pretty neat look. It's a pretty attractive look. I love it. And then I'm using this pencil, this pen by Revlon, and this is Revlon Color Stay, and this is in the color black. And this looks just like this, the tip. And you can see this is basically for cat eyes, or some, for cut crease and stuff like that. But I've used it to line my lashes, and I'm not going with a really huge cat eye today, but it's just normal wings, and should look something like this. And you can see I'm not focusing on having the cat eyes today. It's just there. It's just a normal wing that's there. And you can see I'm just lifting it towards the end of my eyebrows, and I'm dragging it towards the center, and then filling it up just like this. You need not be very accurate here, because there is something more that I'm going to do later on. So for that you need to keep watching. Next I'm using this glitter golds by NYX, and I so love this. It's like wow. It's really wow. And the red glitter looks something like this, and this has a primer. Actually, this is called a primer in it, but it's actually a glue. So I have used a brush, and I'm just sticking the glue right in the middle. As you can see, just a little bit is more than enough. And as you can see, with a flat brush, and then I'm taking the glitter on the brush and just sticking it up on the glue that I've had, or the primer as it says, and just dab. And a little bit is more than enough. It's super fine, this glitter is, and it's super gorgeous. And this just remains the whole night. I mean, it's super good. I really loved it. And NYX products are really affordable, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, I'm just stacking it right there in the center, leaving the inner corner and the outer. And yep. And next I'm using is this gel eyeliner by NYX, and it's in the shade black. And I'm just going over the wing that I have created before with the pen. Basically this is just going to darken it and look more mattify, make it more matte. And I'm using an angled brush for this, and it depends on you how thick you want your line to be. Basically I just wanted to stay thick enough but not too much, as I'll be putting 2 false eyelashes today. So yeah, I really love doing that. So if you really like having volume on your lashes, stack 2 eyelashes. Yeah, so looks something like this. And now it's time for lashes. And I'm going to go and do my lashes off camera, and then I'm going to come in for the mascara. So so the mascara that I've used is NYX Doll Eye by NYX, and this goes on the lashes, and this is a pretty nice mascara. It's nice. It makes your eyes look more dolly, and the brush is thin, not too thick, so it basically goes, you can really roll your lashes upwards, and then it also goes on the lower lashes. So basically I don't need to get in another thinner mascara for the lower lashes. And then I'm going with the concealer. As I have mentioned at the beginning, the one that I'm using is by Maybelline, and this goes on the lower under my eyes, and basically I'm just dabbing, and I'm using a clean brush to spread it. This product is pretty dry, so you really need to work really fast with this product. It's super quick in drying up. And then I'm just dabbing in some translucent powder just to keep it in place. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice and cool concealer. I liked it, and it's pretty affordable. Next I'm using is a real cheeky party palette by Benefit, and this goes, I'm just warming up my jaw. I'm just warming up my face a little bit with the shade called Hula, and as you can see, I'm just near the ears, near the cheekbone, and in the hollow, actually not the cheekbone, the hollow of my cheeks, and jawline. And then I'm using a small brush just to concentrate more in the space out here. As you can see, it's the hollows and near the ear, so that I get that sculpted look on my face, but it shouldn't look too weird, and it should not look too much because my eyes and my lips are going to be really bright. So yeah, and then contouring my nose and a little bit between the cupid bow. And next I'm using this blush palette by NYX too, and I'm going to use two blushes from this palette, and I'm just going to mix this and the other one too, as you can see. And then I'm using it right here, as you can see, not over the cheeks, not below the cheeks, it's just there in the middle. Basically I could say I've got high cheekbones, so basically I use it a bit like in the middle, just like this. And then I'm using a clean brush just to diffuse the blush into the skin and make it look more natural and make it look more real, and should look something like this. And then I'm using this palette by Laura Mercier, and this highlighter it's good, but I wouldn't say it's like wow as compared to the previous palettes of theirs. But yeah, I still like this as compared to others. I mean, Laura Mercier, they have really nice highlighters, and so I will stick to this for some time. As this is a new palette, I need to stick to this. I need to explore it more. So this goes on the nose, on the cheekbones, and also on the cupid bow, and if you want on the chin, and also if you want on your forehead. And then I'm using this matte lipstick by NYX, and I love the shade. This is super gorgeous, and this goes really well with my eyes. So wow, this is one gorgeous shade that I have in my kit. So guys, this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look as much as I loved creating it for you. So you know what you have to do: thumbs up, subscribe, have a wishful and bright Christmas, and lots of love and laughter all around you. Spread it. And that's it from me. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.
Oh, 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 oh.